I will get through this. I'm determined. Okay. So we need to add a child theme. What does that mean? We're going to go to add theme again, upload theme again, choose file again, and add the child theme. They're both in your folder, and install that. The child theme will be the one that we make any changes to if I ever make changes, and there will be a couple of little points where we need to. You don't need to worry too much about this. Okay, the internet will know what to do, which is great because the internet's quite. Sorry, I mean Bricks will know what to do. The website you're building will know what to do. The information you're giving it will be fine. So dismiss that. Just close that for now. Okay, because this is Bricks. This is what you need to know. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You don't need to know anything at this point. Other than the fact that Bricks is the theme that we're going to use to build the website. However, we're going to keep things tidy because I like a tidy workspace. I mean, if you clean my desk, but you can't because it's all cleverly edited. Going to clean things up. Go back to appearance now. We've got Bricks licensed, and you'll see you've got Bricks child theme, Bricks visual website builder. This has the tag of it of active, so you know that the child theme is currently active, which is great because when you update Bricks, it will be this one that updates. Don't worry, it's complicated, but it's like having a child theme. You've got 2 copies of it. One reads from the other one. So the child theme reads from the parent theme and gets all the information across, but the parent theme, which is the first one, is the one that updates. So that can update and it won't break the child theme if you've made any changes to it. That's why we do it. Again, it's probably something you won't understand at this point. You might do. It'll make more sense once we're building. But for now, as long as you manage to follow along and you've installed these 2 themes, you're golden. Okay. But we're going to get rid of some crap that we don't want. So we're going to get rid of this and delete it. All you do is click on it and then delete it. It double checks and you say yes. So 2024, 2023 needs to go. So again, click on it, click delete down the bottom, click OK. And last but not least, 2022. Can you guess when the naming convention came from? No word of a lie. The penny only dropped for me a couple of days ago. What's it doing there? If we deactivate Bricks, I don't want to deactivate Bricks. Hang on, we'll try that again. 2022, delete. Oh, did I press activate? I think I pressed activate. But you know you pressed the wrong button because it warns you and you think, oh, I thought what it did last time. I do want to delete it. I don't want to activate it. So now, a lovely clean area under appearance where you've got Bricks and Bricks child theme. You'll also, the sneaky-eyed amongst you, will have noticed that there's more doodahs down here. Yeah, don't worry about those. All become clear. If you've already purchased your Bricks license, which you don't need to have done at this point, then you can then activate the license by clicking up here. You put your license key in that field, press activate license, and then any updates that come through will automatically update. You will be provided with the most recent version of Bricks, whichever version of that is, but no license. So you are going to need to sort your own license out, which is super duper easy. What we do here, we go over here. You need to Google it. Bricks Builder. Again, this is the 26th of July, 2020. 4. I didn't work, did it? Bricks Builder. Oh. Builder. Yeah. Google it. This is it. Bricks Visual Builder. It's bricksbuilder.io is the website address. Up here, look. bricksbuilder.io. Get bricks. And you are going to want that one. One website, $79 a year. Jobs are good. Yeah, $79 a year. Buy yourself a copy of Bricks at some point. Might as well do it now because you're going to need it anyway. But if you don't want to do it now, that's fine. We'll go over it all again at the end. But like you can see, I'm not ripping you off. It's $79 for the year. So that is themes. Key for this is get Bricks license. Now, from there, we go to installing a plugin. So we're going to head back to our website. If you've got it here, fantastic. If not, go to Studio, open site. This is very jumpy about it at the moment. I acknowledge that. I apologize. Once we start the flow, it won't be. we're covering new ground at the minute. I'm bringing in a lot of different bits of information, lots of pools of knowledge. It's a bit haphazard, kind of the only way I can think of to do it. Who knows? If I re-record it, I'll have a better system. But for now, I know we're all over the place, but just bear with me, okay? So I might open this in space. We know this is our website because it says our website name up here. And we can see the black line along the top. Yeah, I've got all my links over here. So this is the Bricks page. Don't need that anymore. Don't need Studio by WordPress. Don't need the schedule design. All we've got, the only active website we've got now is our super duper new live one. We're going to click on the name of it up here. Here's the dashboard that we recognize. You can ignore this warning along here for the time being. Don't worry about that. Just we'll kiss that one goodbye as well. And then once you've got your license, that bit will go. So the next thing we're going to do is adding a plugin. A plugin is an app. A little bit like you've got your iPhone and you want it to be able to also play Angry Birds. You would download Angry Birds and get it to do that. And then you've increased what your phone can do without fundamentally changing your phone at all. That is what a plugin is. Exactly the same kind of thing. It will add to what the website can do out of the box. And we're going to use some pretty powerful ones. And I'm going to show you several ways to install them. So a plugin is like an app. If you've ever installed an app on your phone or a program on your computer, you'll know, oh, I've got new skills. Plugins are made by very clever people. Some of them are free. Some of them are paid for. Some of them aren't worth having. You want to try and use as few plugins as possible, just because the more you've got on, the more it can impact page speed. So we are really just using core plugins for this example, okay? For this web build, there are a lot of extra plugins that I use on the sites I build for clients that are additional cost, basically, that make life easier, but they cost money. So we'll cover some of those later, but all we're going to install for this project are some basic plugins that we really need, nothing overly fancy. So method number one is to use the native WordPress install system. So when you're on the back end here, you've got plugins tab. You will see on here that there's already a couple of plugins installed, and those are ones that default get installed on all WordPress and you don't want. All right, so I'm going to tick this box here. First job, first truly technical job that you're going to do. Are you excited? Are you ready for this? Bulk actions, delete. Okay, so now it's got everything highlighted. We want to get rid of those ones and apply it. Left click. Yes, I'm sure. Get away from me. And there we go. It's gone. You might see that there are still some plugins here saying most used. Don't worry about those for now. Must use, sorry. We can't do anything about those, and those are byproducts of using local. It's just installed teeny little snippets that we could probably get rid of later on. I'm not too worried about that. What we've done is clear the plugin area, okay, and now we're going to install some. So add new plugin. WordPress may be ugly, but at least most things are in the same place all the time, which is nice. Multiple options of ways to do this. But this is the first one, which is using kind of the marketplace. So like the app store on your iPhone or whatever. And there's a plugin that we're going to look for on here to find it. And that is the Bricks Navigator. Enter. Is this one? This yellow jobby. That one right there. Okay. So we're going to install a plugin. We're going to press install. We're going to let it do its thing. It's installed. How lovely. At the moment, the app is on your phone. The plugin's installed, but it's not active. If you look along this black bar, look, it looks like that, okay? But once I click this, the black bar on the top, there's nothing different in there. Here you've got this blue button that says activate. So one option is that we press the activate button. And now, splash bosh, when you're back to plugins, there's a plugin, Bricks Navigator. And also up here at the top, you've got this additional little link. This is a free plugin. I didn't include it in the download bundle because I wanted to show you how to install it. But this is a really good one. It's free, but it lets you jump between different elements of Bricks to edit them as you go along. So I cannot recommend that one enough. It's super stuff. But just install that so you know how to install plugin. That's how to do it one way. Way number two. Say you've already got plugins ready to go. Again, you go to add plugin, but then, or upload plugin, because you're uploading one you already have. We are going to choose the file, And then again, from your downloads, which should be in here, we are going to select plugins, unsurprisingly. We're just going to go through them one by one. So the first thing we're going to definitely need is automatic CSS. Automatic CSS is the framework that we're going to use to build the website. Getting complicated again? Fear not. You've already got your head around the fact, I hope, that Bricks is the theme and Bricks is what we will use to build the website, okay? It will choose what the website looks like. Automatic CSS is the way that we then make the website how we want. So this gives you all kind of control over colors, fonts, gap sizes between elements, by default, whether all your links are blue or red. It lets you set up a lot of stuff that you're going to reuse over and over again during the web process. And it also gives you a load of shortcuts. So if you need to make 3 columns, you don't have to sit there and type it out. Automatic CSS has made it easy for you. So this is, this is a very fundamental plugin because it's how we're going to make the website look great. So double click the file once you found it and press install now. It will show you a very, very similar thing to before, where it activates it, where it asks you if you want to activate it, which we do. Activate plugin. And give it a second. And then, sorry, look at me again. You now have 2 plugins, and one of them is automatic CSS, which is showing up down here. We're not going to cover too much more about that now. Just going to add a few more. So add new plugin. It's a good time for me to tell you what they all are. Upload, choose one. WS Form Pro. Let's go with this one next. So WS Form is the amazing plugin that we're going to use to create forms, believe it or not. So I'm going to install that now. Activate plugin. Again, you just find it, install it, and then you help to drop. Should be help to drop. Watch this space because I might have made a mistake here. No, I haven't. WS Forms is the plugin that we will use to create forms. And again, I just clicked on it. Let me go back and show you what I clicked on. So I didn't really, I'm still struggling to remember that somebody's watching. I clicked on settings here. So you've got WS Forms Pro. You can click on settings and it will take you to the plugin itself. You're going to get this warning along the top. It's not licensed. It's not licensed. It's not licensed. Again, you need to buy the license. For now, it's up and running, but you will need to buy it. And then when you've got your license, you just click here and it will let you put the license in. We'll cover that later on again. Let's add one more. So go back to plugins. But yeah, WS Form is how we'll build contact forms, all kinds of things. Add a new plugin. I'm playing with a little metal beer bottle cap. So if you hear little dinkles, it's me. Sorry. What have we added? We've added WS Form. We've added automatic CSS. Let's add WP Code Box. WP Code Box is a coding tool. So again, you haven't got to worry about this in the foreseeable, but at some point we might need to do some coding just to make sure that certain bits are working properly and the images are resized in the way that we want, stuff like that. WP Code Box is going to allow us to do that. Again, there is a working version in this file. Again, you need to buy a license key because it won't update. And we'll get to that again in a minute, but we are installing plugins at the moment. So I've shown you there how to do it manually. As you can see, it's not hugely time consuming if you've got the stuff, but it is repetitive. I'm going to add another plugin now. Add new plugin. This one is paid for. This one is not included in the course for you. But this is one I recommend you go and buy. Upload plugin. Choose DevKit. Let me show you what the plugin does first, and then I'll show you how you buy it, and you can decide if you think it's valuable or not. DevKit, I'll activate it, gives you drag and drop plugin installs, amongst other things, okay? Here we have all of our plugins that we've installed thus far. They're all active. How do I know that they're active? First of all, up here, it says active, 5 of them. And it also says all 5 of them. So it's showing all the active ones. If you want to deactivate a plugin, before you want to remove it, it's very easy. You would press, let's try this one, the Bricks Lab Navigator one. If I deactivate this, you'll notice the Bricks little logo from up here is gone, and now it's in white, whereas the active ones are a lovely shade of blue. So that's how you can easily spot, oh, okay, those ones are working, those aren't. There will be times when sometimes you add a plugin or you update a plugin and the whole website will go down. It's going to happen. It's not an if, it's a when. That is one of the reasons that web designers sell like a monthly management fee, because we know that, and we know that particularly as you build more complex sites and you use more plugins, there's more things to go wrong. Basically, it's like, you know, if you had a Nissan Micra from the 90s, that thing's going to keep going forever as long as you keep the basics updated, because there's not much to go wrong. If you've got a Tesla, there's more that could go wrong because it does more. So the more that there is to go wrong, the increased likelihood there is to go wrong. So the more plugins you've got, the higher the chance there is that something will go wrong, which is another reason to limit the number of plugins that you've got. And you've got to be able to justify them. So if you ever find that there is a fault on the website, you'll have access to me through messaging. You'll have access to the support group. Chances are we'll have all flagged it because we'll have all just updated it and all of our websites will have gone down. But it might just be you. The easiest way to figure it out is simply to deactivate the plugin that you've just updated and see if that fixes it, and then you know what at least the issue is. So you deactivate them by clicking deactivate, and then the plugin is still there, but it's not on. So yeah, that was just a bit of filler, okay? But that's what plugins do. The more of them you've got, the more likely it will go wrong. So you only really want to have ones on them that you can justify. This DevKit one, you can justify. So now if I click DevKit down here, I've got this, all right? And if I go back from images to plugins, Automatic CSS is already installed, DevKit is installed, but we haven't installed MetaBox yet. Now you've seen the other steps I had to go through, and now imagine there's like 3 or 4 still that you want to add on. All you need to do now is you can drag and drop into here. It will install it and activate it, and that's all done. It does other things as well, DevKit. You can use it to drag and drop a new theme in. So you might decide, oh, it's worth it for that because I don't have to go through all the tricky cookies. I just drag and drop it. If everything goes really, really wrong and you need the nucleus as Sarent, you can reset the whole of WordPress back to factory settings, like sometimes your phone goes wrong. So if after we've done this bit and, you know, the initial steps and you getting an understanding of what it is that we're talking about, you might want to reset it and start again and just go your own way. Don't do that till the end, would be my advice. But yeah, if at the end of this, you are confident, and you will be, and you've built the website, and you will have done, but you don't want to use that website, you can either just create a new install of WordPress in the beginning or reset it here and it will nuke it and you'll start again. Error logs. So if something goes tits up, this will tell you what it is and how it happened, which can be handy if you need to discuss it directly with the plugin developer, which has happened. It does happen to me sometimes that you genuinely cannot work out why it's doing something and you need to reach out. They will ask for an error log and it's easy to get. File manager, you can access all the files in. Normally you need to log into your hosting and then go through loads of steps to get to this. But here, like if something goes a bit wrong, you can easily access the file. You don't need to know any about that at the moment, but one day you'll appreciate why that's handy. Yeah, you've got settings and things, but basically it's the drag and drop. And particularly if you're installing updates, you can hit this toggle and then it will, if you've got a newer version of Automatic CSS, for example, you drag it in here. Say the automatic update isn't working, you just drag the new version in here and it will update it. So for me, DevKit, it's worth having and it saves a bit of time. Let's have a look. DevKit, I think it's this one. Yeah, from $35, multiple plugins. And this does a lot more. If you go to the website, it's D plugins and it's called DevKit. If you want to have a look around, you can do a lot of stuff with this plugin. But probably right now you might be thinking, I don't need it. But as it goes on, I think you'll see the value of it. I think you'll understand why it's worth having. So, Files Manager, if you want to get that, it's $35 one-time payment at the moment, and you can use that on 199 domains. So $35, you can use that on all the websites you ever build. It's a no-brainer, which is a lovely expression. I'm going to go back. So that's how you install plugins. I think we've got that now. Hopefully you've got an understanding of what plugins are. I'm going to go back again. I think I left there. You understand what plugins are, you understand what they do. You haven't seen any of them yet, apart from DevKit, but you know how to add them, how to turn them off, and that there are multiple ways to do that.